everyone, welcome to another show. Today's show is a really great show because it kind of goes with the last show that we did on the lasso bracelet, making the lasso bracelet. Today we're going to kind of enhance that. We're going to add some beads to the lasso bracelet. There's a couple ways you can do it. I'm going to show you one today that I really like to do. It really is a nice, strong way to add some beads to this. Now remember, the lasso bracelet comes from my book. The new book, Wire Wrapping, Simple Techniques for Beautiful Designs. Great book if you're not only learning to make wire wrap jewelry, but if you just want to find those easy ways. Let's say you've been wire wrapping for years and you want to find the easy ways of doing things. I've included all of the shortcuts and the easy things that you can do to create your own wire wrap jewelry. So make sure you pick up a copy of this. There's a link down in the description that's going to take you right over to the book. All right, so make sure you pick up a copy of this. So other than all of the tools and the materials that we'll need that were in the video for the lasso bracelet, we're going to need just a couple of extra things. Now we're adding beads, so I've got some large, these are 12 millimeter round beads that I've got. I kind of got them in the top, the container, just so they don't roll away on me. And I'm also going to use an extra piece of 18 gauge square wire. You can use 18 gauge round wire for this as well. But I got some 18 gauge square wire we're going to use. This is dead soft wire. And all we're going to do is we're going to add a wire to the piece. Okay, so let's kind of set everything aside and we'll do that. This is everything we've done before we can add the beads. So I've got my my lasso bracelet kind of to the point where I've shaped the top, done the shaping here, and I've got the two sides next to each other, and I've taped them together. This is where we kind of make a change. So I'm going to take my 6-inch wire. This is my square wire. And what I want to do is I want to put, I'd say probably about an inch on my bench block. And I'm going to take my chasing hammer and I'm going to flatten this a little bit. Now we don't want this paper thin, we just want it flat, and it's going to kind of get misshapen a little bit too, so you might want to take your WrapMakers and kind of straighten things up just a little bit. But you don't want to really put a lot, you don't really want to flatten this too much. You just want to get flat so that it will sit on here nice and flat. So we're going to need another piece of painter's tape. So cut just a little piece off here. What I want to do is I want to take that 1 inch and I'm going to set it. Oops. I'm going to set it on this area where the two sides meet on the other side of this my oval. I'm going to just set it on here. I'm going to take a piece of painter's tape. I'll lay it flat and I'm going to tape this to the wire frame. So I've got it on here, got it kind of centered how I want it. And notice I've got it, it's taped here and it's extending beyond the loop here. So now we got our extra wire here. This is where our beads are going to go. Cut a piece of half round wire. And remember, keep it in the curl so I know that this inside is the flat and the outside is the half round. And I'm going to just grab these wires. I'm going to grab the wire here. I'm grabbing just the frame wire. I'm not grabbing all three wires. I'm not grabbing this top wire, but I'm just grabbing the frame wire. And I'm going to insert my half round wire into the tool right here on this small side. Add just a little extra pressure. I'm going to make my wraps. I'm going to make about 4 wraps here. Things holding it off to the side like that, it kind of makes it a little more difficult. So I made 4 wraps. I'm going to push this wrap to the back of the piece. And then I'm going to take my WrapMakers and I'm just going to set that in place. And I'm going to continue my wrap. We want to do probably about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. We just need enough to keep everything secure. So we're just going to continue wrapping. A couple more wraps here. Okay, I'm finishing on the back of the piece. So I'm going to set all of this in place. There we go. Now we can trim off our excess wire like we would normally would. And then we can add our beads. Cut that. And we always trim 1/2 the width of the frame. I'm going to put the curve back in so we can use this wrap wire again. So I've got my wrap. Everything's incorporated. Before we do anything, we want to take the tape off. Don't worry, we're going to put the tape back on in just a minute. But we need to secure that wire we just added. So I separate the 2 shank wires. That's the part that goes around. I'm going to kind of separate those out just a little bit here. And I want to take this wire that's going to have our beads on it, and I want to push it to the back. So I'm pushing it in between those. I'm going to push it up against the wrap. I'm going to trim it short. And then probably go just a hair shorter. You're going to want to take a jeweler's file or some sandpaper. You're going to want to make sure that that doesn't have any scratchy edges on it. Just make sure it's nice and up against the wrap. And then just bring these 2 wires back to the center where they started off. Straighten them out and then take another piece of painter's tape. We want to secure these wires again because it'll make it easier when we're shaping everything. So I've got this center wire nice and secured to this. Now, remember on the other project, we added a little bit of texture to this. So bring this up a bit. See, I've moved the wire up and out of the way. Remember, this is dead soft wire, so this is very forgiving as well. So we're going to put our bench block here, and I'm just going to put the area that I want to flatten, and we're going to flatten this a little bit. Okay, so we've got it flat. It's not paper thin. And remember, in the other tutorial, we added some texture using the ball peen side. So let's do that real quick. Now remember, this step is just optional. You don't have to do this. You can leave it just in that shape that it was in. Personally, I like to add the texture. Only because it's a lot of fun to hit stuff with a hammer. That's what I like doing. All right, so added our texture. Now we can bring that center wire back down into place and just make sure it's nice and straight. And the next thing we want to do is we want to add our beads. So I've got my beads here. These are carnelian beads. I thought they would go really well with this copper. We're just going to feed each one on here. The hard part is actually, there it is, finding the hole. You can't really see the hole very well. I still can't see the hole very well. There it is. There we go. So you can tell I don't work a lot with beads. There's one. I think it's going to take probably 3 on here. So there's 1. Here's number 2. Oh, this one is smaller. Oh, the hole in that one's too small. Let's try another one. There we go. Number 2. 1 more. Let's see how this looks. Right there. Oh, this one is too small also. So I got a couple of small ones in here. Let's find a different one. There we go. Shot right out of there. There it is. All right, so we've got 3 beads on there. Now, we don't need all of this wire, but we are going to need some of it. So I'm just going to trim just a touch off. I'm not going to trim that much. I'll probably leave a couple inch tail here, because what we're going to do is we need to bend this into, hook it onto this side of the loop. So to do that, we're going to take our WrapMakers and we're just going to start to curl this. So notice I'm just set it kind of sideways here. Just going to curl it into the center. And we're going to keep curling it till we can grab a hold of it on the other side of the loop. There we go. And we want to pull this. You just want to slowly work it around. Slowly work it here till you get everything how you want it. I like to grab this and kind of hold everything and pull. Just work it around. Sometimes this can be easy, sometimes this can be difficult. It just depends on the day. The important thing is that this is secured on the other side, on this side of the loop, because we don't want it moving out of place. There we go. All right, just give this kind of a little squeeze just to make sure we are in the right place. There, so we've got that centered. And I'm going to take, and I'm going to trim this. You want this so it's flat up against. So there we go. And then just trim it. And again, this is another one of those places that you want to make sure that it doesn't cut you. So just take a jeweler's file and clean that up. So we've got our beads on there. Now we can continue on. We can take our bracelet mandrel. Actually, you know what? We're going to take our ring mandrel. And we're just going to shape this area. Be careful. Now that you got these beads on here, you don't want to squish your beads. So just add that nice little curve to it. And now we can take our wires and we're going to bring them into the center, just like we did. And we want to make sure we put each one on either side of this center wire. Put them on there, get them through there so that it's on either side. Now we can put it on our bracelet mandrel at the size we want to make it. So we're down here to size 7. Oops, the wires decided they wanted to have a mind of their own and do something completely different. There we go. And now just grab each wire and kind of give it a pull and just lock it a little bit over to that side. Grab the other one. Lock that guy over. And then we want to make sure that it's nice and snug against the bracelet mandrel. So we'll tap around the size we want this. Make sure that it's up against it. And now we can form the hook just like we did. So from this point on, everything is just as it was in the regular lasso ring. So from this point on, you're just going to finish the bracelet just as you would in the previous one. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you go back, watch the regular lasso bracelet tutorial. It will finish this whole thing up. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when we're done. All right. So this is it. This was the finished piece. I just had just a few more things I want to kind of round out a little bit. But yeah, this is a nice little piece. Got a couple of little beads on here. Everything looks really good. So I hope you enjoyed this particular project. I know it's a short one. I really like this project only because you can add so much color. You can use round beads, square beads. You can use faceted beads. Anything that you can really put on there to add a little bit of extra color or some nice, really good design to it. So try it out. Try out both the regular lasso, but also the lasso with beads. So I hope you enjoyed the show. I know I enjoyed making this particular project. Try both of them out. Try making just the regular lasso bracelet, and then try and make one with these nice beads on it. And you can use any beads that you want on this particular project. Anything that's going to add that extra bit of color or texture or design to the piece. So don't be afraid to try out all those great beads you probably already have. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm the WrapMaker, Jim McIntosh. And people ask me all the time, how do you make beautiful jewelry? I always tell them the same thing. Practice, practice, practice.